shit actually was like high pitched as fuck. I could ring my
I don't
ears.
think you're allowed to clap no more though.
My clap is fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Why is my clap get?
I don't know.
That was actually like DeAndre has the the better clap.
It's got to be the smaller hands.
Maybe, but today it actually worked out to where my ears rang from now on. I was like, oh shit.
I think you're clapping straight too. I think like a clap is more traditionally like sideways.
Right, and I'm also trying to but
yeah. I get it.
You know, it's a motherfucking clap.
Yeah.
So we clapped in. Being that we're clapped in, welcome. God damn it, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Generational Podcast. I am Chris.
And I am John. I'm actually the engineer behind all this, but today DeAndre's not here, so I'll be taking his place.
Yep, got a new co-host. DeAndre has some scheduling issues, so the fill-in is John. And what is it, 15 episodes in, and now motherfuckers get to see you.
Yeah.
This is John.
15 episodes, yeah.
Take a look right now. That's John.
It don't look too
You were
hard,
sitting there
though.
going, yo, who is that talking? Now you know. That's John. Dude, thanks for filling in. That'd be
It's all good.
You know what I mean? That's
There's not going to be too many camera shots going on because nobody's here to control it.
Because nobody's right now. We have a room with computers running and nobody's sitting there. So it's gonna be
It's running.
We working with one camera today, but it is what it is. So we're gonna start with bullshit, and I was kind of excited to show you this because I thought the shit was fucking hilarious, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen. But I want you to study this. Why? Do you not see the similarities? No, first of all, do you know who these cats are? LMFAO was a band that made like, I don't know, 3 songs and cut. They made their little money.
I don't remember what songs they made though.
They made Shots with Lil Jon. It was shots. The other Every Day I'm Shuffling, and just silly bullshit. Like you ain't gonna hear it in nobody's car. You probably hear it at a club in Miami or some shit. But the fact that these motherfuckers, the height differential and the skin color and everything just matches Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. When I saw it, I kind of lost my shit. Like I just started rolling. Like, what the fuck just happened? And let's go further than that. Who the fuck made this comparison and decided to put those two pictures together? You know what I mean? Like who saw Klay Thompson and Steph Curry and went, yo, that looks like LMFAO.
That looks like them guys right there. Yeah, I don't,
hair.
Bro. Sometimes people like something triggers like something in their brain, and it's like I have to roll with that.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
The internet always wins,
Forever.
always.
And I like me sitting there looking at them two dudes. I would never say, "Oh, Klay and Steph."
Right. Similarly, I was looking at something. I guess Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B went out and did some shit for the Rams, where they were like, just it was some promotional bullshit, but they went out onto the field and were running and doing the little drills and shit, and they had pads on, right?
Yeah.
Somebody grabs and Cardi B is short, Meg Thee Stallion's tall as fuck. Somebody grabs a picture of Nappa and Vegeta when they came to Earth to fucking fight with their pads on and look dead on the height differential and everything. And I started dying, and it said the internet will always win.
It remains undefeated. I don't know.
I mean,
like I said, I don't know how people just like something, an image just goes, oh, I know where that's from.
Right off the top.
No, I can't.
I saw it and was like, bro, who is responsible for finding this? And then comparing these two pictures.
Right.
Like, how do you know to do that?
They had to close the band because they had practice.
Fuck. She killed me.
I don't know.
Bro, I saw it and was just kind of like, wow.
The internet is wild.
It is a wild fucking place.
If like 200 years from now, the next civilization finds what we've been doing.
Yeah.
They're going to, like emojis.
Right. They're going to study
what
that
is
shit.
that? Like we're looking at hieroglyphics going, we don't know what that means.
Right. But
the same thing with like LMFAO.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Right, exactly.
If there's no one here to tell the next generations, I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know what
Let's
the fuck
figure it
these
out.
people are talking
Yeah,
about.
let's figure it out.
I'm glad you said internet though, because something that happened this week. We will continue on our bullshit journey. And I don't know if I'll get some hate for this, but it sounded fucking hilarious to me. A young lady said that she was raped in the metaverse. If you're not really in tune with the metaverse, it is a virtual place where it's kind of like playing Roadblocks or
So like VR.
yeah, but it's a motherfucking headset and you can't be raped on the internet. Like you're
Like you physically
yeah,
cannot be raped.
rape is a physical thing, correct?
Yes. Yeah, like
And I hate using this word because I've heard that the algorithms get thrown off.
the
if you
R
use
word,
it.
yeah.
But I can't skip this story, bro. I can't fucking do it. So how does that happen? Like I didn't read a lot about it because everything I'm seeing on Twitter is just kind of like, yo, why didn't you just take your headset off? Like there's a certain amount of people, I get 90% who are like, just take your headset off. What are you talking about? But 10% of people were serious, like, yo, this is some bullshit. And I was like, really? Is it? And maybe I don't know enough. Where are you at with that?
So I have VR chat, which if you know what that is, you know what that is. It's just a VR world.
Okay.
But to get the full immersion, like you would need the headset. I don't have it, so like it's just on screen.
All right.
You can't do like super crazy things with mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Like, but when you have the headset on, it's like it's more realistic.
Okay.
But I think I don't even know how that would work.
That's what I'm trying to
The
go
only
with.
thing that concerns me is like there's people out there that are actually trying to do this. Or if it's like a joke funny to them. Like, because a lot of the people that be walking around these VR things, you're not a human. Like some people are like,
right.
they're bananas and shit.
Yeah, you're like a block
Like
figure
you're a
or some
cartoon.
shit.
Yeah, like you're just a fictional, like character.
Everything I've seen so far has been like, if I want to compare it to something, it's like Roblox or Minecraft. Like all the characters I've seen in this VR shit are like that's about as good as it gets, like 16-bit type shit.
Yeah, and it's not like your physical appearance.
Right. You're just a fucking
So it's
avatar.
not like you've seen a guy
right.
who could be real.
Right, right.
Like you didn't see his actual person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Like I said, the only thing that concerns me is like the fact that it probably happens more than we think.
let's go. Like,
But it's just that one story made it. Whoever got it and snowballed with it made it more popular to where it's now it's a topic.
yeah. And I mean, like you said, there's a motherfucker out there who's like on the metaverse. I kind of, the way I would see it would be like, maybe he doesn't realize somebody who didn't think it was funny, but yeah, he probably thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, but like, we got to be more responsible when it comes to certain things like that. So she, you may think it's funny, but some people play video games to escape their realities,
Right,
their issues,
Okay.
traumas, to where like you may think that's funny, but you're actually pretending to rape somebody who was actually raped. So now we have this like PTSD issue going on.
Damn. I didn't put any of that sauce on it. I just saw it for what it was and was like, what? You were
And so
raped?
like in her situation, she may have been.
Yeah.
Not saying she was.
Right, but
That triggers that PTSD, emotional stress, like to where it was not funny, and she may not come out and tell everybody that she actually was.
Yeah. That's true.
But to the other end, it's like, oh, we're just playing, we're having fun.
I get that, and yeah, you ain't gonna sit here and think about it every time. But you brought up a good point. Like, bro, who are these people? Who are you, dog? Who are you?
I'm gonna say a lot of it's kids.
I would assume. You know what I mean? Like, probably,
Like me and you, we're not gonna get on the video game and be like, oh, come here.
I ain't got no fucking time for
I don't
that.
have time for that.
Yeah.
And even if I did have time for it, I'm not gonna do that.
Right. It's just not a.
It's not an adult thing to do. So we're talking about children who may be interacting with adults.
Right.
It's a VR fake universe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're an adult If you don't like something, turn it off. Like they said, take the headset off.
Yeah.
Leave the room.
Right. Take that shit off.
You're not stuck there.
Right. Or reset the motherfucker.
Do something.
Or turn it on to a different, I don't know how the VR shit work. Like, I don't know if you just turn it on and there you are, or if there's different games.
So you launch the game, from my understanding is you launch the game. It opens to a menu.
Okay.
Basically a bunch of servers.
Okay.
And you can join different rooms.
Right. So just jump out of that room.
Jump out of that room.
If you jump right there, push the pause button and jump to a different room, or just quit right there, like, it can't continue, right? Like, they ain't following you around.
No, they can't. Yeah, no. I think, excuse me, on top of that, it's like, there is some positives to the VR stuff. It's like you can go out there and meet people.
Yeah.
And share your stories without them physically knowing you.
Right.
Like, y'all can share stories together.
I'm with that.
And be like, yo, I'm in the same boat as you.
Yeah. And
I have a similar story.
And meet people from
and
different
meet actual
places
real people. You're not,
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
I mean, there's positives, but like I said, everything. People got to be more responsible for their actions, and
that's absolutely true. I just didn't. You gave me a good point right there. Now I feel bad that I started with bullshit and put that in the bullshit category. When you say she could have had
just
some
from a different
interactions.
Perspective.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think I take shit at face value at first, and then until somebody puts it to my face.
If you were just to tell me the story, like if we were, let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting raped on a virtual reality.
Right.
Like, I almost want to laugh because in my head I'm trying to picture the damn screen shaking like he was, bent over something. Like, take your headset and just start doing this to it. Like, no.
Right. Yeah.
I can't. So it's like something, that's what people are probably doing.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not looking at, like, in between the lines of certain shit.
Yeah, and there's some shit that could be underlying that we ain't looking at. But, yeah, that killed me. Well, I appreciate that. That was a dope perspective because I wouldn't have went there at all. Until you said it, I went, "Ooh, shit. Damn, he's right." But you never know. Next, Winnie the Pooh. Did you read this?
I have not, but I've seen something about it.
Okay.
And I'm frightened for what's like about to happen.
Bro, so I looked at screenshots of what they had said was already like in production. If I'm going to give some base here, Winnie the Pooh is a Disney character that I guess went public or Disney lost the rights to it in January of 2022. Now somebody has got the bright idea to take Winnie the Pooh. It's not animated. They actually made like the old school Ninja Turtle looking, costume.
So I seen a screenshot of it, and I was like, "That's
yeah." And it's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and it's a horror movie.
Like I said, I seen the screenshot and I seen what they're about to do with it, and I'm like, yeah.
I feel bad in a sense because there's probably a lot of like older adults who might have been like real big fans of Winnie the Pooh, and that's probably like they're like, bro, you can't be fucking serious. You're doing this to
a child's cartoon,
right?
Yeah.
Like, what's next? Like Peter Pan turns
just
into a horror
don't lose
film?
your rights. I mean,
is there just a time frame where it's kind of like this is mine for this long, and then after that's over, everybody can have it?
I think so. It works like you get rights to something, but you're supposed to I think renew them.
Okay, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Because there's still a Disneyland ride that's Winnie the Pooh, and he's,
I'm pretty sure, like, when you get rights to something, I don't think it's indefinite. So.
Okay. I mean.
Like I said, it could be, but for as much as I know, I think you have to. Something else happened with something. Don't remember what company it was. But they lost the rights for something.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I think you're supposed to, like, resubmit your, like, claims for it.
It's the same shit they be doing with Spider-Man and like all that bullshit.
Yeah,
There's some type.
But no one has like the funding to just take it.
Yeah. You're gonna turn Winnie the Pooh into a fucking horror villain. Like,
Horror movie. I'd watch it.
I'm going to watch it.
I'll watch it.
I have to. Like, that's.
It might be the best movie ever made.
It might be
You know
corny
what?
as fuck, but I have to see what you did with Winnie the Pooh.
I've seen like fan made videos and like short films.
Oh, word.
And I'm like, this is dope.
Yeah.
It's better than the production.
Yeah.
Like companies that are actually putting this stuff out.
Yeah, I saw a Star Wars one. I don't know. You know, I'm not a Star Wars fan like that, but I did see some shit. It was like a Star Wars something or other. It was like supposed to be a side story. The first time I ever watched like a Star Wars film and really got into it was when I watched Rogue One. Me and my wife were up in Reno for our anniversary. We went just watching TV. I'm like, I'll check this movie out. It was like $5 or some shit. So we watched it and I was like, damn, that was a dope fucking movie. But it was a side story, right?
Right.
To the Star Wars thing.
Sometimes the side stuff is, it's like they show you what you want to see.
Right. But
fan made stuff, they're going right into what people want to see.
Right. And that's kind of where I was going with that, was like, okay, so it's a side story from, because pop culture has already taught me like what goes on in the Star Wars universe. Like you can't be here on this planet as a, pop culture fan and not know who Darth Vader is and
right.
who his son is and all that shit
and all that stuff.
So you just kind of know. So when I see the story and then all the things going on in the movie, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So this is like on some other shit, whatever the fuck. So I see this little bullshit on YouTube and it's like it's a fan made. This is a side story from what's going on at this point in the Star Wars universe over here on this planet. I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. Bro, that shit was clean than a motherfucker. It was Darth Maul. Some dude was dressed up as Darth Maul, and he was chasing these fucking 2 Jedis and their apprentices down on this planet, and he ended up killing all these motherfuckers. But the like you said, the production and the fucking action sequences and shit. I mean, even the lightsabers. I'm sitting there going, bro, who did this? Like this shit looked like George Lucas himself was behind the board. Yeah, it was crazy as fuck. But
some people are talented.
And Winnie the Pooh might be on the same shit. I mean, I'm a big, I'm not into horror, but I for sure, like if they're gonna put him on the same pedestal as Jason and Freddy, I gotta see how that works out.
Like it's not gonna be this little orange bear with the red shirt.
Nah, like he's got a leather jacket on and shit and all kinds of shit. I'm sitting there looking at the screenshots.
It's gonna be like a humanoid type Winnie the Pooh, probably. I think that's what I've seen.
Them screenshots look many. I was looking at it going,
it's super dark.
What in the fuck are they doing?
Yeah,
but I have to see it. I gotta see it.
I'll watch it.
I think they're gonna make a shit ton of money just because people are gonna be curious.
Even if it's serious, like a serious horror movie, there's still some type of comic value behind it.
For sure, it has to.
Because you're like, this is Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, off top. Yeah, that's gonna be some crazy shit. I thought that was hilarious. You are familiar with Isaiah Rashad? You listen to his music?
No.
Okay, all right.
If I had, I wouldn't
know it off the top. Yeah. Okay. The House is Burning. I mean, I know you've heard me and DeAndre talk about it here on the podcast.
Right.
Isaiah Rashad's one of our top 5, and the recent shit that happened was he got outed, or somebody released a clip of him doing some sexual shit with another dude.
Right, I remember.
Okay. At the time, I thought it was still kind of like a rumor, but somebody had to throw this shit in my face on Twitter to where it hit me pretty fucking hard, like a ton of bricks. I was like, yo, didn't need to see that, but it wasn't no motherfucking rumor no more.
So there's video evidence.
Right. Yeah. I didn't want to see that shit, but motherfuckers have no filter. They just like, oh no, you don't want to see it? Oh, here you go.
Twitter's many.
Bro, I'm just reading a thread. So this thread is about the Joe Budden interview that he did recently.
Right.
And as I'm reading the thread, somebody throws the fucking clip at you and you go, oh shit. But the more important part that I'm trying to get to is that Joe Budden, being a podcaster, he's at the, Joe Rogan, Joe Budden, there's some, Rory and Maul, there's some big podcasts out there.
Right.
And he is one of the bigger. He does this little side shit where he interviews people, and that's kind of like his, apart from his normal podcast. He interviews Isaiah Rashad. Isaiah Rashad released the album. He's one of the bigger artists on TDE now that Kendrick left. it's a hip hop interview. The trans, lesbian, gay, LGBTQ community is kind of pissed off that Joe Budden got the interview instead of, for lack of a better term, one of their own. Because Isaiah Rashad was outed as like a, as he said it, he's sexually fluid, which doesn't mean he's bisexual or pansexual, which I'm not versed on any of these things.
I'm just gonna say I don't follow along.
I fall into the old person traditions of saying, well, if you're a dude who messes with a dude, you're either
like homosexual, heterosexual, like
that's it, like one or the other. And I don't care. However, I'm just not. There's the new last 5 to 10 years of popping up with all these new names. I'm not intelligent enough to really be able to pick all that shit apart.
I can't keep up.
Right.
It's a lot for me to like.
It is. But
I don't think I value people as like.
Yeah, I don't look at your sexuality
I've seen pictures of their flags.
Right.
Like a lesbian flag is different than a gay flag. Bisexual flag is different than a trans flag, and I'm like, yo,
yeah,
I can't remember these patterns and colors.
Yeah,
like you just who you are.
Exactly. That's the more important issue, is that I don't look at you and then judge you or label you and stamp you by your sexuality. So, oh, you're this, and put you in a box, which is what they would like, I guess. But I can't do that. Like, I don't do that with people with race. I don't look at you and go, oh, you're black, so I'm just going to treat you as if you are black. Or you're Asian, I'm going to treat you as if you're Asian. Like, bro, you're a person, and that's all that fucking matters, right?
I don't think I've ever seen a group want to be more segregated ever in my life.
Right. That's and again, here we go with this interview. They're like, yo, he's one of us now because he was outed, so he should do the interview with us. However, it's his fucking decision, because he is a rapper and a hip hop artist, to go and do an interview with another former hip hop artist who is at the forefront of his craft with interviewing and podcasting,
right? And
says, hey man, I want to bring this to you. The interview was about his career, his rap career.
Right.
Of course, the new developments in his personal life were brought out into the interview for a quick minute, and he explains. He said, no, I just feel like I'm sexually fluid, which means that he does whatever. Like he said, he's figured out in the last few years that he could walk into a room and see a man as attractive or a female as attractive, and he's going into that whole thing.
Right.
For whoever to be upset that Joe Budden got the interview because he's a rapper and not, it's, again, like you said, everybody wants to be put on this pedestal of like, this is us, and I want to be labeled, and he should do it with us because he's one of us. It's like, bro, like, why he can't make that decision?
Right. And I think what you were getting on was the interview wasn't about that.
None at all.
And even if it was, like, who are you to say? Like, what are you, like, you're upset because he didn't do this podcast with people of his kind, for you to get what, fame?
Right.
Like, what was your outcome, like your goal with trying to get him on? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the dude it's about his rap career.
Correct.
And like you said, personal affairs came out in that podcast, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they're sharing common interest.
That's it. Joe Budden
have the same career paths.
Right.
To where like other people is not going to understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I mean, let's be honest, man. If the guy wanted to, if he wanted that as his new focal point of him, like, I don't want to be known as a rapper as much as I want to be known as a sexually fluid man, then sure, that's maybe where he goes. But it doesn't seem like that's where he was going with that whole, like, I want to do an interview. If we want to break these chains, or actually, if we want to just really put everything in perspective of like, hey, you should have done the interview with us so that we can talk about your sexuality, right? Well, with our own kind, if for lack of a better term, Joe Budden's a black man. Isaiah Rashad's a black man.
Right.
Joe Budden is a rapper, entertainer, or an ex-rapper entertainer, and so is Isaiah Rashad.
Right.
So if you're going to break it to like, yo, bring it to us, he did. He brought it to a rapper and a black dude, like common interest, as you just said.
Right.
If we're going to talk about sexuality, sure, I'll bring it to you, but that's not what we came to talk about.
Right,
I came to talk about
objective.
The record business, the shit that I do, flowing, creating a song, formulating a hook. I can't talk to no cat that's from the LGBTQ community about my rap career. You gonna ask me some really shallow, stupid fucking questions.
I was gonna say the questions that would be presented in that podcast would probably be, you're gonna put him out as a victim,
right? Or as like the flagship gay dude, or excuse me, bisexual, pansexual,
right,
man of the year type shit. Where if I don't want to be seen as that, I'm not going to let you use me for that agenda.
No, absolutely not.
However, if I want to be seen for that, then maybe I'll hit you up about an interview.
And he's still relevant.
For sure.
It's not like his career's over. He's done. He just wants to sit back and do podcasts with people.
Well, let's talk about it from a real hip hop perspective. In my opinion, he's now top 3 biggest artists on TDE now that Kendrick left. So now that you're one of the 3 biggest acts on a West Coast label that's highly recognized by the hip hop community, is that what you want to go on and talk about your sexual
like
exploits?
I'm still in the middle of my career, like
right, and I'm still.
If I'm over and done with,
sure,
you can categorize me in any category you want to. But
Let's talk about it.
I'm still out here rapping, making music.
Yeah, I'm working on a new album now.
So I don't want to be classified as that.
Yeah, let's not just put it out as that's all I am.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to use.
Exactly, right. So, thought it was a little selfish for everybody to come down on. Actually, I think Joe Budden got most of the brunt of it, which was kind of like, it's going to be a shitty interview, da-da-da-da. I haven't seen it because it's on his Patreon, unfortunately. I'm sure it's going to be on YouTube soon.
Right, yeah, but someone's going to leak it or whatever.
But I have seen a lot of clips. They usually put like a 1-minute clip, and I've seen like 3 or 4 of them. And everything I hear off these interviews is all music, except for that one clip where he's talking about being sexually fluid.
Ain't that some shit? Where somebody can just take 1 minute of a hour and a half, 2 hour long video and go, this is what it's about. Right. No. Like, and again, I'm looking at other people's perspective who've seen it, and they're like, nah, man, that shit was like an hour or something, and they talked about hella shit. Like, right.
That was
that's
just
what
one
you
small
wanted to pull
aspect
from that whole podcast was just that one scenario. Right. And try to make it yours.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I've seen a lot of people talking shit. They was like, why did Joe Budden get it? Why, he should have brought it to us, meaning, the people,
the community. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm kind of like, bro, why he can't, if I consider your community being LGBTQ, my community being hip hop, why he can't do it with our community? Why is it that it's so important for him to bring it to yours and fill your agenda instead of me being a fan of his music and not giving a damn about his personal life, going, yo, I want to hear about what's going on next, bro. Like, I'm looking forward to your next project. What's your process for making this next album? Who you got featured? Who you thinking about? What's the temperature over here at the label now that the flagship artist is gone? Like, what's going, that kind of shit. I want to know all that. Right. Fuck all this other shit.
All that stuff is, if it ain't affecting you, what you got opinions about it for?
And at the end of the day, he didn't ask for any of this information to be leaked. He didn't look for somebody to drop a clip of him doing what he was doing. To this point, he probably wouldn't have told anybody that that's what he does in his private life. So it's not something that he wanted out there in the open anyway. So why do we need to talk about it?
Yeah, now that it's out there, it's not like you're going to hide the fact. That makes it look a little worse.
Right. But at the same time,
I did.
Yeah, but he didn't put it out there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Y'all put it out there. I'm not sweating it.
Right.
I did what I did. I'm going to tell you straight up. I did what I did.
There you go.
I don't care.
Yeah, but let's not dwell on it.
No, yeah, let's move on.
I'm not trying to make this my career now.
You're bringing up past.
Yeah.
Which most people shouldn't do anyways, but.
Yeah, but you know how that works.
Yeah, they want to get some type of publicity or fame for it. And
agendas.
Yeah, they want to run with stuff.
Speaking of agendas, very serious shit. I guess we should just switch gears and get into like a real talk about this shit.
Okay.
You, especially your opinion on this, I think is really valuable. We have a school shooting that happened in Texas. First of all, I want to say that my deepest condolences go out to the families and the people involved in this. Because really, I got kids, we have family.
Right.
And we can only imagine, I mean, you have nieces and nephews, I have children. Imagining something like that happening to any of my family members is like fucking, like even thinking about it gives me goosebumps. Like, fuck, bro, what would
Absolutely.
I do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I really feel sorry for the people that this has affected. And this tragedy has brought up a real debate in our country about guns and how they should be sold, who should have them, who shouldn't, what guns should be sold and what guns should not be attainable. What I do draw from this, first of all, we're going to get into the AR-15 because this was something that was done with an AR-15.
Right.
So along with the Buffalo shooting, which also was an AR-15, the AR-15 has become a vilified fucking weapon at this point.
Right.
And we've seen this over the last some odd years where government has been like, yo, the AR-15 it's all bad. Like, we want this off the market.
Right.
And they've done what they could, but they haven't been able to really make a dent. Do you agree that like the AR-15 is the problem? Or how do you feel about that? Because it seems as if the AR-15 is now the villain. It's almost as if the AR-15 is more the villain than the young men.
Than the actual shooters.
Correct.
Yes.
And I don't know if you've noticed that, but...
I have.
Okay.
I have an AR-10.
Okay. And
which is the bigger brother of AR-15. AR-15 is going to be 223 caliber or 5.56.
Right.
AR-10 is the 308.
How do you feel about all this shit going on and how people are like, yo, people shouldn't even have these now? You know, like you shouldn't own a rifle. Like it's not necessary.
So I hear a lot of talk about you shouldn't have this. And
yeah,
what do you need it for?
Right. Exactly.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to get too political about stuff.
I don't either.
Because that's kind of where it goes, is like left and right, gun control.
Yes.
Like we know that Chicago has like the strictest gun laws.
Right.
And still nothing changes.
Right.
I feel like even if you were able to eliminate the AR-15 off the market as a citizen consumable, like not purchasable gun, I'm not going to say weapon because it's not, like, you know.
Yeah.
What's next? School shootings aren't going to stop because the AR-15 is gone.
Right. That's correct. Absolutely.
They're going to pick up the next best thing.
Right.
So can we blame can we blame the gun and the manufacturers, or do we blame the person behind it? You
absolutely blame the person behind it.
Right. But I feel like that's not where they're going with that.
They're not.
Like, they've been pushing for the AR-15. Like, why do all the mass shootings have to be with the AR-15? Like, there are shootings at schools that involve handguns and other style rifles, but there's no agenda. Like, they're not fighting to remove handguns.
They're not, and I'm confused by that, and that's kind of why I asked this question. To me, it seems as if somebody can get a pistol into a school way easier than an AR-15, and if we're talking apples to apples, which I'm going to use you for my the educated part of this conversation. If I brought a 45 caliber handgun, not that I would, that sounded fucked up as I said it. If someone were to bring a 45 caliber handgun into a school,
right,
and attempt to do some shit like this, similar, isn't it not going to be the same effect? Like, in other words, the 45, does that pack as much of a punch as a rifle? I know that's kind of a dumb question because a rifle has such a long barrel, so from a certain distance,
it's got more velocity behind,
right?
So it's able to travel farther, get more speed. But a 45 is going to do just as much damage as a rifle.
Right. And
like it's if you're asking if it's that one shot kill, then yes.
Right.
Like a 45's it ain't no joke. Like
right.
That's probably, it's not the biggest caliber handgun you can get, like aside from like a 500.
Right.
Or
right.
a Magnum or like a revolver style.
True.
But like 357.
Right.
But 45, yeah, it's up there.
Well, 45, I think I'm looking at it as if somebody were to go to a school or any place for some type of, bullshit like this, you would, I'm only making a comparison. The reason they say, oh, well, the AR-15, you can hold this many
30 round mags, 60 round mags,
right,
drum mags, all that stuff. Yeah.
So it's high capacity. However,
yeah,
having, replacing those magazines becomes a little cumbersome. It takes a little while to where a handgun, because we're talking about, like a 357, you get 6 shots.
6 shots. Best you got is a speed reloader.
Right. And then with a magazine fed handgun, you get, a couple more shots and blah, blah, blah. The reason I'm talking about all this is, to me, I engaged with some people and was like, it seemed like we're vilifying the AR-15 instead of just vilifying the reasoning or the way that these people actually get guns, period. Like, if this kid had bought 245s and a whole bunch of fucking mags and just...
The same effect.
It'd be the same shit.
Same effect, yeah.
But we're talking about the AR-15 instead of saying, yo, how did this slip through the cracks of him actually buying a weapon? Like, nobody gives a fuck that it's an AR-15. It's the fact that people lost their lives because this kid was able to go and buy a weapon and go into a school and do what he did. And it seems like people are missing the point. Mm-hmm. And I went into this whole long thing about the 45 and everything. But again, I engaged with some people going, yo, he could have did this with a shotgun, a handgun, a rifle, whatever.
Right.
Really, if there's no plan in place and at the root of the issue to make sure that these people get vetted, to make sure they can't get a gun if they're not mentally suited for it.
Right.
If there's any red flags, they should go off. And say, nah, bro, it's bad. You can't have this. And then at the end of the day, again, he walked right into that fucking school. Like, to me, I think about that too, man. You go to my kid's school and I go to drop off her lunch or
right.
You know what I'm saying? I walk right through the fucking door and go into the office. Well, not only that, but I can walk right through the door, and if it ain't a teacher or a administrator who goes, excuse me, sir, where the fuck you going?
Right.
If they're heads down doing some paperwork, I could walk right into the motherfucking school and walk into whatever classroom I wanted to.
I don't even think schools now, you don't even have to walk to the office.
No, you don't have to walk through an office.
Around
you walk
here,
through
the campuses are so big. It's like you can just walk right through the field.
Right.
Like, it's unsecured.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure there's a fine line between locking students up to keep shit out, or then people going, you guys have them caged in here like animals. Like, you're never going to make somebody happy. Right now, you'd probably make everybody happy by just keeping them contained in a small area where nobody could penetrate that area, and then make them feel safe. But then that wears off when there is no more school shootings, or it hasn't been one in a while, and people start going, yeah, you got these kids caged up like animals. So you're never going to make everybody happy.
No.
But your point is correct of most people can just walk right onto school grounds.
Yeah, and if you're 18, you still look like a student too.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know how you're 18 and walking around with 2 rifles on your back.
I was going to say,
set off any fucking alarms.
What did you walk down the street? Did you park? You had to pull the rifle out in public?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Strap one on your back, walk around with another one, and walk to your destination without anybody seeing you. It's hard for me to.
He took a Ford F-250 from what I'm reading. Now, it could be incorrect. However, that's an excellent question.
I'm saying, but you still had to get out of your car.
Yes.
And equip this stuff. And you telling me nobody's seen you? No one's driving down the street, didn't see you walking around with a gun.
Thank you.
We're talking about Texas, where everyone's concealing.
Right.
People leave their doors unlocked. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone's got a gun. And I'm like, there's a school down the street from right here. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I get these weird little things like, bro, if I've ever heard shots,
Yeah.
not that I want to, not that I ever hope for that, but
Right.
like,
Right.
I think I would be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you know what's fucked up, man, is there's a lot of people like us, and I kind of feel, especially like with Texas, I had just got done saying something about this when the Buffalo thing happened, when I was kind of like,
which is another sad incident. You
absolutely,
know, condolences to all them people too, because that was a whole nother animal that
yeah, I mean,
I don't want to get into that, man.
I don't either. If you haven't read about it or whatever, look it up. But that's another just a cold piece, man.
It's
But when I think about that, I had a conversation with somebody and said, you know why? That shit wouldn't happen in like places where open carry happens, because motherfuckers know better and they'll get their fucking brains blown out. However, this slipped right through the cracks.
It happens and nothing.
Right. And I always think that about Arizona, Nevada, Texas, you know, the areas where people...
Any state outside of California for that matter, because I mean,
really?
Yeah. People know what it is here. So.
Exactly. Out here, it's you better not have shit. But yeah, I do feel that way, and I did say it right before it happened. Of like, yo, in Texas, this shit wouldn't happen, and then it happened, and I was like,
now you gotta,
okay, I gotta walk that one back. Yep. You know, but that was my point before, which is like, you know, we get into this debate of like maybe the teachers should have guns, but then I see videos of like teachers who are like doing students extra dirty, and then you go, yeah, I don't know if I want that cat with a fucking gun.
I feel like if you put teachers with firearms, at some point the students don't go to school feeling like they're at school. Right. Like if your teacher's walking around with a pistol on his hip, you're looking at that going, what was he got that for?
Yeah. Or I mean, fuck, bro, like you see it happen with cops. You know, they're getting into a little fucking scuffle with somebody, and the motherfucker goes to grab their gun, and then they're like, yo, it's either me or you now. So there's a lot of moving pieces to where I say if you strap up teachers, it's kind of like, I don't know that's going to work.
We had student resource officers at my school.
Yeah, but did they have guns?
Yeah, they're actually Alameda County sheriffs.
Okay, got it. How many did you
have? Two.
Okay.
Two, and there was always a cop car visible in the parking lot.
Right.
And it's like, that alone deters people from doing stuff.
For sure.
There's a armed police officer on campus.
Right. You only gonna get so much shit off before something happens.
You're like, maybe not this school.
Yeah, right. No, absolutely.
And they actually just recently, last year, got rid of them.
No shit.
Because the school said students felt unsafe by seeing an officer when the whole BLM and anti-police movement was around.
Ain't that a bitch how shit changes?
We feel that the students are feeling unsafe.
How y'all feel right now?
My point being is that it only affects people when the current events are happening.
Everything changed like the weather.
Yes.
Ain't that a bitch?
You were scared of police.
Now you
because the media had put it out there like, okay, like
right.
I'm not saying that police don't kill people.
No, we know what goes on.
We know what goes on,
but we also know how the media will fucking twist
portray
and turn
things. Yes. Yeah, so now it's like, school shooting happens. Where's our protection?
Yeah.
Well, you got rid of it.
Yeah, for reasons that people
to benefit you.
Yeah.
Well, technically, but
yeah, for sure. For sure.
And it's like, I don't know. It's just there's never a solid. There's no guidelines to that stuff. Schools are regulated differently.
I don't know, man. It's you bring up a lot of good points, especially with the, hey, we got rid of school police officers because people felt unsafe because of the political climate and social climate at the time. Now it seems that our social climate is calling for more protection at schools, and now it's kind of like, oh, so you want us to put them back until something else happens in some other state with involving a police officer, and then are we going to go through this whole thing again?
Right.
And how do we keep everybody pleased? And at the same time, it's kind of like we're sitting here bitching and, at certain aspects of government and state levels of going, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, until something happens, and then we have to roll it back and go, no, we don't want that no more. Or it's fucking confusing, man.
There's a lot of stuff happens on the internet too. So like,
absolutely.
You mentioned red flags about buying a gun. We're now mentioning red flags about the dude prior to the shooting was playing video games.
Right.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Playing video games, got upset, and was like making threats like, I'm going to go shoot up a school. I think if you were on the other end of that, listening to somebody say that, I think you have a responsibility to go ahead and report that. I think people need to be held accountable for their actions just as much as their words.
I believe so too.
It shouldn't be a joking manner.
Yeah.
Just like if I say,
this is dumb,
I'm upset at whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to go shoot up a school. I think whoever's around, like you sitting here next to me listening to that, should be like, hey, this dude said he's going to shoot up a school. I don't think it's like, we got to stop doing the whole snitching thing too. Like, you're not snitching, you're protecting children or kids from a mass shooting. And there's ways to, like Discord, which is a online chat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure they have audio logs.
They have to. I listen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get on the phone and start making these crazy threats, and
right,
the feds are there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, there has to be some. I know it's a lot when you consider 330 million people living in America.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But it can't be everywhere.
Not every day are you gonna come into people making threats about school shootings.
Right. And if you do, I mean, shit. I
think you need to be held accountable for that.
For sure. Or we need to come check you out.
Yeah.
Check out your shit. What you got going on in here, young man?
Make it it's like a taboo. Like,
oh, well, shit. You start doing that a few times and that shit gets around, motherfuckers will start checking their mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, the feds was at my house because I said some stupid shit.
You're not going to make jokes about that.
Nah, you ain't going to do it.
And we have the resources and the funds to do it.
Yeah. We for sure have the fucking funds to do it.
Yes.
We spend money on dumbass shit.
Dumb shit.
So stop playing.
Not even in our country, dumb shit.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sending weapons to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Which, of course, those people need to be able to fight back. But that's a whole nother conversation. Let's do that another day.
Yeah.
But you said something important too, which is kind of like, well, let's get rid of this whole snitching thing. Snitching is that's for motherfuckers who are in the game. Snitching is for a motherfucker who is in the street life and snitches on somebody else who's in the street life. Like, hey, yo, he's pitching over here, and you either trying to get off, reduce your sentence, or somehow make it better for you by telling on this cat. On the other hand, if you're a fucking citizen, you pay your taxes, you go to work, you ain't with the bullshit, and you see some bullshit jumping off, that's not snitching. That's called making sure that the shit that's supposed to happen and the shit that you adhere to, which is normal life, is going to continue in your neighborhood, in your community, in wherever the fuck.
I've made that point several times to people. I'm
absolutely. Like you got to stop
snitching.
with the...
If you're riding around doing hot shit...
Yeah.
And you and your partner get caught...
Right.
And you snitch on him...
That's snitching.
You're snitching.
Yeah.
Because you were involved with whatever was going on.
Right, exactly.
And now you want to serve, like you said, a lesser sentence, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting there having dinner and somebody walks by and snatches an old lady's purse...
Right.
Yo, is that dude right there.
Yeah,
I'm not snitching.
That ain't snitching. And you motherfuckers
I'm doing the right thing because this motherfucker wants to act crazy.
Well, it's the same. It's the similar mentality of like hating. You motherfuckers is hating because you don't like this album. Like we've taken a lot of words and started to conform them to fit our agenda. Hating is not saying that I don't like that shit. Like you can get on the internet and say, yeah, that new Kendrick album, I didn't really like it. It wasn't dope. Oh, man, you a hater. Am I? Or do I have to have the same opinion as you in order to not be a hater?
Right.
Because if everybody liked it, the motherfucker would have sold, it would have went triple diamond or whatever the fuck.
Right. Yeah.
But unfortunately, we live in a world where you go to the grocery store and there is 101,000 different choices for you because not everybody likes the same food. You go to the record store, there's 101,000 different genres because not everybody listens to the same music.
Right.
Like, stop acting like if somebody doesn't align with your ideology, it's hating. Or if somebody does some shit to tell, like, again, a motherfucker wakes up every morning, has his cup of coffee, goes to work, pays taxes, abides by the law, and has a normal fucking life. But you're outside stealing a fucking car across the street from his neighbor who also gets up, works hard for his shit. You done stole it. If I go, yeah, that's the motherfucker right there. Oh, he snitched. No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, I did not snitch. I was involved in my community and making sure that the stupid shit that you want to be involved in does not leak into my life. Like, understand what you're really talking about. Now, if you want to call snitching some shit because you got caught up and it's an easier agenda to just go, yeah, I fucked up and got caught, then okay, cool.
Just take the L.
Yeah, take the L and stop playing with the word and trying to conform it to where it works for you.
Right.
Because it seems as if the newer generation will take a lot of shit and make that shit work for them. And I don't agree with that.
Like, because it's that instant gratification.
Right. We can't.
Which is what the newer generation wants.
Yes.
Like, everything has to be now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Amazon delivers your shit in 1 day, 2 days.
Right. Yeah.
I want it now.
I don't want to wait.
I don't want to wait.
What you mean wait? The shipping could take 3 weeks. What?
Oh, I'm inconvenienced by that.
Right. That's too fucking bad. You should have thought about it 3 weeks ago.
It's not even that serious.
It's not. But again,
it's instant gratification now. So, like, if it doesn't happen immediately, they don't want it.
Right. Yeah. And it's, we got onto this just by this whole young man and the way things are jumping off. Again, prayers to the people involved. Hopefully, I know we don't have the answers, but we definitely have some opinions and ways to put our 2 cents in, and that's hopefully this falls on some ears.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of talk about that just at work. And people are like, well, we need to hire, veterans and ex-police and people to sit around the schools. And I'm like, that's not the problem. The problem is no one wants to pay these people.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
It's an extra expense that it's deemed unnecessary until it happens.
Especially out of high school. Nobody wants to deal with you shitty ass high school students.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you have to pay me. Think about the fact that, especially if you're a cop, you have to sit at a high school because they done took you off the street. It's kind of a blow to your ego.
Yeah.
I have to sit here and babysit. There's always going to be some extracurricular talk of, oh, hey, how was a babysitting job today from your colleagues and shit. And you just kind of feel some type of way about it. But it is important. We do need to protect our children at all costs. Like, if that's something that needs to be, you ain't got $100,000 in the budget in the school district or in the school for this police officer to be stationed here for the year. I don't think they make it. $100,000 is not that much. I mean, it is, but it ain't.
It's like 15 an hour.
Okay. Yeah. So pay this motherfucker, man.
And
he's putting his life on the line.
I know we have the fundings.
Yeah. And I do actually feel if any police officer is going to be stationed at a school, he needs to be extra vetted.
Yeah.
Because we do see these dumb motherfucking cops who feel like they run shit or have some type of extras in their head. I mean, look, we ain't dumb. We see the shit that goes on. You know what I mean?
I feel like some
of the motherfuckers.
There's no guidelines for that stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's all the same test.
You go to training as a police officer. I'm assuming you go to training. You go to the range. You go shoot.
Right.
You do your thing. But there's never a scenario of like, hey, we got this active shooter drill.
Right.
So it's like when that happens, it's like they're scrambling around just as much as everyone else going, what do we do?
Well, let's talk about it. From what I hear, and again, this is hearsay, from what I hear, that whole school shooting shit, that cat was in there for an hour. And there was cops that actually came to the school and got their kids out before they handled anything.
Right.
That's some bullshit to me. It is some bullshit, but if I'm a cop and if I'm putting myself in this scenario right now as I'm talking about it, and my kid is in the next class over from the shit that's going on, do I grab my kid and get her the fuck out? Or do I just run in guns blazing to to the classroom where the shit's going on. Like, I can sit here all day till the cows come home and talk that shit about what the response was to the police. And again, everything I've been reading and hearing about was some bullshit. But if I put myself in those shoes and I'm going to be as selfish as possible, yes, I want to get my fucking kid out of there. But that's my job also entails that I
public safety. It's
protect
everybody.
And serve everyone, not just your own personal interests. So as much as I hear what they saying and I kind of feel it on a level, that's not what you signed up for. That's not what you raised your hand for and took an oath for, to get your kid out first.
No.
You know what I mean? And I'm not putting one life above another. I am saying that if you're already there and you have a gun and you're matching firepower to firepower, that's your job, bro. Get the fuck in there and figure it out.
Handle your business.
Yeah. If he was there for an hour, there's definitely a problem. Also, the side story, as we just went with, there was a little girl who survived. There has been a lot of talk about her bravery, and the shit that she's gone through. Her life will never be the same, even though she is a survivor. But mentally, I'm sure that's going to be taxing on this young woman. She was next to a girl who got shot. This gentleman didn't shoot her. She had the wherewithal to smear herself with blood and play dead so that he didn't come back and shoot her. If I'm talking about an 11-year-old, you have to be very fucking intelligent and very quick on your feet to think that way as an 11-year-old. I don't know if I would have had it in me.
That's your flight or fight response.
Sure, but it's also
for you to be 11 years old and put that together.
Fuck, you sharp.
Yeah, but you're not going to be the same.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's just like some of the Holocaust survivors. Like the shit that they had to endure during that time. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And for her to do that and to go like, I have to do this or I'm going to die.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's a sharp little girl, bro.
For an 11-year-old to do that, that is, I have no words for it.
That's what I said. I was like, what?
It actually gives me chills, like trying to put that scenario in my head and like play it out.
Right, exactly. Well, I think the way it happened too was that the little girl next to her pulled out her phone, started to call the cops. Dude caught her and said, "Oh, now you're gonna die," and shot her. So this little girl now has this little girl next to her who's shot dead and is leaking.
Yeah.
She then, I guess, dude turns around, does something else, and she covers herself in the blood of this little girl who was just shot to make herself look like she was dead as well. That's traumatizing as fuck.
Absolutely. She's going to grow up, like you grow up, and that's something that you'll never forget.
Absolutely not. You'll have nightmares about it for a long time.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say for a long time. That's with you for life.
Yes.
That's the only reason you're still walking today. Is because you did what you had to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot of side stories coming out about it, but that was the one that took the cake for me. I was like, wow. There's still a lot of developing stories, and I'm still reading about them as they come.
Yeah.
But again, if anybody didn't know that, what's today's date? The 29th?
29th.
29th. So this happened 29, 28, 27, 26, 25th? It was Tuesday of this week. We're recording on a Sunday, so it was 5-6 days ago. And it's still, 5-6 days later, there's still a lot of information being released. So, I mean, prayers to those people, man. And again...
Yeah, absolutely. Prayers, condolences to the families and friends. Everyone was involved.
Yeah.
That's not something you want to wake up to, at all, ever.
No, parents aren't supposed to bury their children, man.
No. I don't have kids, but I have nieces and nephews, like you said earlier.
For sure.
And... I can't even think about it.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have to put myself in that shoe because when the shit happened.
You do have kids.
I looked at the end of the school year and went, what y'all doing in school right now? Like, you doing anything important? Maybe you shouldn't go. You know what I mean? Like, are y'all just fucking painting pictures and singing songs? Like, is it curricular, like scholar shit? Like, are you really learning, or are y'all just doing busy work to get the end of the year rolling? Because if that's the case, stay y'all asses at home. Because you know how shit goes in this culture. It's kind of like, oh, somebody's seen it. What happened? I think it was 2 days later in Sacramento, some kid got caught with a handgun, loaded handgun at his school. I don't put anything on this kid. I saw it on the local news. But it was 2 days after that shit had happened. And I kind of go, well, this could be somebody brought a gun to school hearing about all the school shootings.
For his safety.
For his safety.
Right.
Or he could have been, I think it was an elementary school kid, so I don't know. But he might have thought it was, you know, I've talked to some other people about like just there's a certain rush or a certain cool factor for kids. Because I think when I was about that age, guns were cool. I didn't have access to any, but my dad did have a fucking BB gun. And I remember going and grabbing the BB gun and just cocking it all the time. Understand that I was not anybody who wanted to go do some ill shit at my school, and being infatuated, being a boy and having a certain flavor for guns and knives and shit, that kind of comes with the territory of being a boy.
I was going to say, it kind of goes to like the manlyhood thing. Like,
yeah,
you had to hunt back in the day for your food.
Absolutely. So it's ingrained.
Knives were like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a knife on my hip right now.
Right.
I use it more often than I should.
Right.
I'm like cutting boxes open. People are like, "Well, you always carry a knife." Like, I don't even know it's there.
No, I mean, for work, I have a knife on me all the time. So when I leave the house, I have my knife on me.
But you don't even, like, 90% of the day, I'm like, forget it's even on my hip.
Right, exactly.
So, like, it does come with that, like,
ingrained in you. It's some DNA
like,
shit.
Yeah, more than females.
Absolutely. Because, I was on it. I seen the BB gun on the counter, or not on the counter, but it was up on a shelf. And I don't believe my dad had it there even for personal protection. It's a fucking BB gun.
Right.
And I never found any BBs, but it did have the action.
The action, yeah.
And just cocking it and shit was just kind of like, yo, this is dope.
It's like a sense of power almost.
Yeah, but I never was like, oh, I'm going to take this to school or take it out the house. I knew better, but it was still really fucking cool.
That's a lot of it too, is like gun knowledge and gun safety.
I think that's really more or less like
I was introduced to guns at a very young age, so I know.
I was not. And I still knew not to leave that fucking house without that, with that BB gun.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just...
I think it's like...
normal.
A maturity thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, you know what that is. Don't take it to school.
Yeah, you know it's not...
like, it's not a game.
It ain't
not even a gun. Even a knife.
Right. That's not something...
Swiss Army knife or whatever. Like, you know what it is. You know what it's classified as.
For sure.
Don't take it to school.
Well, everybody who did get caught with, like, a weapon at school, it was kind of like... It's not like they had it and were like, check this out. Motherfuckers was like, yo. They knew better, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, in the bathroom, someone's like, hey, look what I got.
Yeah, you're exactly. Like, motherfuckers knew better. Last but not least on this whole thing was the horrible news that the teacher who was killed, her husband, 2 days later, had a heart attack and died.
I heard.
The motherfucker was heartbroken, G. His wife was killed, man.
It's a real thing.
Absolutely. We hear about that shit all the time.
It happens to... it's not a fact, but I believe it happens to males more than females.
Yeah. You get heartbroken, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
especially
how long
at
they
an
were
older
married.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's heart was broke, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's his girl for however many years. You know what I mean? Like, that was married and probably had some kids and owned some shit, had a piece of something, and then all of a sudden she gone. On some tragic, senseless bullshit.
That's the thing.
Like, how does your heart repair from something like that?
That's the thing. Is like nobody ever knows like the day of.
Yeah.
Like he woke up. I'm not saying he did. I don't know what he did. Normal day. She got up, got ready. Mm-hmm. Why are you waking me up? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
That
exactly.
whole like.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what it is.
Oh, everybody has some shit where it could be a certain day where somebody done pissed you off in the morning and the last thing you said was, yo, hey, cut the shit. You know, you had some lightweight, harsh words for somebody.
Dryer going.
Right.
Wakes up.
Yeah.
gets up,
and the last thing you
irritated.
said to your loved one was some harsh.
Even if he didn't, it's like
nitpicky
you still
shit.
woke up to your daily routines.
Right.
Love you, babe. See you later. Have
Right.
a good day.
And that's it. Never again.
That's it. Never again. And it just,
That'll fuck you up, man.
yeah.
And again, like I said, having a heart attack was kind of like, damn. I take that spiritually and just say, yo, his heart was technically fucking
heartbroken.
broken.
Yeah.
Really heartbroken to where his heart could not repair itself. It was broken and was like, yo, there's nothing we can do here. Like his spirit was fucked.
Yes.
And I feel really sorry for the both of them, everybody who was involved. But that story hit me hard to where it was just kind of like, yo, that's love right there.
I was gonna say that's like true love.
That's real love. Like I can't right now. My body can't go on because this person was taken from me. That's real love, man.
Yeah.
And it was crazy to hear. It's fucked up and it was terrible. But at the end of the day, like if you really want to pull a silver lining out of that shit, it was like that was love that took this man off this earth because he just couldn't do it with anybody else. It was kind of like, she's gone. What the fuck am I gonna do now? You know?
Yep.
And
I mean, I can't even say anything.
Yeah.
Because you said everything that needs to be said.
It's horrible.
Like that's
but,
just true,
yeah.
genuine love for somebody.
Yeah. And as much as a bullshit that's going on right now, at least I was able to take a message away from something. And that is a positive. Although these people are not here, it is good to like be able to clearly see true love and shit that we're missing in our culture and life of like that still somehow was able to float to the top and like show people like that's a very interesting way of it showing its face. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's a lot. Look at the music we listen to and shit. Like love is just not as apparent as it was back when like my parents were around. Like every song was about love. Now
I tell everybody I love them. Like not even on a fuck shit.
Yeah, well, you know, and like, that's, you know, this new generation is kind of like, I do appreciate the fact that we're able to express love and appreciation for each other without it. I think when we were growing up, you tell your boy you love him, and it was kind of
he's like
what kind of gay ass shit was that?
Yeah, or
it's
he's
like,
not gonna say it back. Like
yeah, because it was taboo, like weird.
Yeah,
but I know. I mean, you know, it became a lot cooler, especially now. And you get to be an adult. I think that started to become a thing where it's kind of like, bro.
I feel like you said, taboo. It kind of is like the people that say it don't think about it. They just say it. Like because there is dudes who say "love you, dad." Right. But the ones that don't, if they haven't grown up saying that, it's too late for them to just start saying it.
Yeah, you can't conform.
Like, hey, I love you, dad.
Yeah, what?
Where did that come from?
Yeah, exactly.
Just take it.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing.
Right. Yeah. That's something that you have to, come to appreciate. Like I said, I see it in the modern era of like, you know, just showing love, saying love, and it doesn't have to be some weird shit, or people don't have to perceive it a certain fucking way. It's like, yo, love is a genuine feeling, and it doesn't have to always be man and woman, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, bro, love is fuck, I love this car, or you know what I'm saying? So when your car gets hit, you actually break down and cry going, oh my God, bro, my fucking car. Like it's a real feeling. But we were starting to veer away from love for a long time. And when I see something as tragic as this fucking school shooting, and then seeing love peek its head in and just let you know that it's still there, that was pretty dope. Even though somebody died, it was still a legacy that I took away from those people, and they left something on this earth for us to like really look at and take away from a really bad situation.
We've seen it.
Yeah, that was dope. So again, that's a lot of fuck shit. I you know.
Yeah, and I feel like we need to stop glorifying these people too. Not the deceased, but like the shooters.
Yeah.
Stop. We don't need to see their face.
No. Yeah.
Stop putting them on the news.
Right. Well, you were talking about.
Because I feel like that's what like the next person is like. Oh yeah, I'll be glorified. Like no.
Yeah.
Like don't go on there and think you're gonna be some fucking glorified school shooter.
Yeah, we hate your
blasted your face all over the news. Like
we hate
no one
you,
gives
bro.
a shit.
We hate your face.
We absolutely hate your face.
As a matter of fact, if anybody was to stand you in front of me, I'd fuck your ass up.
Yeah, like throw them hands.
Yeah. No, ain't no throwing hands. Keep him handcuffed. I'm just gonna whoop his ass.
I'm just saying, like like people think they're big and bad when it's like you're shooting innocent, unarmed people.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Like I'll beat the fuck out you.
You that dude.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of people who can't do nothing back. But yeah, like hey, listen. They caught the motherfucker who did it up in Buffalo. He gonna have to go somewhere.
Yep.
They gonna put him someplace. And I
feel like we need to stop protecting these people. Like,
ain't no.
The system needs to stop. Like, throw him to the wolves.
Throw him right in with the motherfuckers who got caught for the shit trying to feed their family and couldn't figure out another way and was just trying to make some fucking money. And look at this guy who's in there and kind of compare and contrast. Like, yo, I was doing some illegal shit. I know I was wrong. I got caught. It's fucked up. I'm here. This motherfucker here just killed a bunch of fucking innocent people at a grocery store.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fuck his ass up.
90-year-old lady?
Yes.
80-year-old lady who went to take care of her husband who couldn't.
Bro, ain't that some bullshit?
Yeah.
Some straight bullshit. All she did was get up any morning, go to this nursing home because he was that old and clipped his nails, did his fucking hair,
did what she needed to do,
and went to the store to get some fucking strawberries or something like that for him because that was what he wanted to eat.
She ain't never came back, and he don't know what's going on.
Fuck,
that hurts my soul.
Straight up.
Like I said, let him go to the worst of the worst.
Straight up. Oh, there's many stories to take away from it. I mean, besides the fact that he went and targeted just black folks, like, oh, okay, so you're just a real piece of shit,
right?
That's because now you just got this whole thing where I was like, I don't even like black people, so I'm gonna go in here and just shoot up a grocery store that has a lot of black folk in it. Like, okay, use a special piece of shit for sure,
right?
Not only that, but when I saw it, and the motherfucker ran up on one dude, and saw that he was white. Fucking, I didn't want to watch it.
I didn't watch it. I don't like to see stuff like that no more.
When I was
younger,
yeah.
It is what it is. But like as you get older, you start to mature into a place where you start to value your time here, and you're like, I don't want that's negative energy.
Yeah, I don't want that energy.
I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want it no
more. So in full disclosure, somebody had the video and was like, no, just watch it. And I was like, I don't want to see it. And then everybody was just kind of like, I hear what you're saying.
I feel like it changes you.
It does. It gets to me.
Subconsciously changes you a little bit.
It makes me very angry.
Yes.
It makes me way more angry.
Yeah.
To where now that I know that this guy is alive, I was just like, yeah, I would like to fuck his ass up.
Yep.
To where before it was just kind of like, hey, man, I hope something bad happens to him or whatever. Now you just want to do it yourself. It angered me. But again, there was some different aspects again where I saw he ran up after shooting 10, 11 people, something. Yeah. It was a high number. He was in the front of the store, ran up on some dude, was about to pop him, saw that he was white and went, oh, sorry, and walked away.
Yep.
And I was like, bro.
There's an extra place for you.
Yeah.
There's a special place.
And especially looking at the barrel of his gun. It had the N-word written on the fucking foresight.
I heard it was a whole bunch of stuff on it.
Like, wow, bro. But again, hopefully somebody does some really wild shit to this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's not able, either he, let's not put this huge amount of bad energy in the world into our podcast. But I think everybody knows where the fuck we going with this conversation.
Right, yeah. And that, like, no one's going, oh, well, I can understand his point. No. There's
you got nothing.
You got nothing.
You got
your point is invalid. I don't care how hard you try. It's
straight up. Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let's veer away from the negativity.
Yeah, that was our serious topic, and now we're gonna have to kind of soften the blow with a couple other topics, which is what's up with the mutant sharks, G? Are we good out here? Like, can we go to the beach still? Like, cause I'm still like in the knee deep water at the beach, but now I'm kind of going, maybe the ankles.
I don't go in the water.
You don't at all?
No.
Okay, see, I fuck with the knees because I feel like I can plant myself, and even if a wave comes and kind of like gets up to waist height, I can still manage.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Hey man, it's all good.
I have this irrational fear of sharks.
Okay, well,
but you know what? I will go fishing and catch them all day long.
That's cool. I seen you showed me a fucking video of you catching a big ass shark
in their domain. I'm cool.
Yeah,
like I'm not.
Yeah, no.
First of all, our beaches California beaches ain't nice unless you go down south.
Yeah, straight up.
Like Ocean Beach, damn San Gregorio Beach, like they're dirty.
Yeah, it's cigarette butts and glass and shit. It's like, bro, this ain't the spot.
I don't go there.
Yeah,
I don't go to the beach. I'll ride by the beach on Highway 1 on the bike. But
yeah, this looks nice. I'm gonna keep it moving.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
To go there and physically step in the sand, like I'm not getting sand on my crack, G. Like it's just not gonna happen. Shoes, your hair, you get home, you're like,
yeah,
sand. Like it's not for me.
I respect it. I know there's the beaches that we frequent are clean, and like in other words, there are some beaches that we do go to as a family. We do enjoy a couple of beaches on the coast, Half Moon Bay, Pescadero, Pacifica.
Right.
We fuck with it over there, but
I'm not getting eaten by mutant sharks. Not now.
So a volcano erupts. Where was this again? It's in the Pacific Ocean.
I was gonna say I don't know the exact location, but it's in the NASA satellites.
Right. They showing it
up.
And
Apparently it was pretty big.
Yeah. And when it erupted, a bunch of fucking mutated sharks who lived in this ecosystem, hammerhead sharks of all that. What the fuck?
They're already fucked up.
Right. Yeah.
Like you fucked up.
You
already.
mutated off the top. So now you
extra mutated.
And these motherfuckers are now populated into the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, and that and like other gelatinous creatures.
Are they going to be able to survive? Like, are we good out here?
Well,
because they were living in this really hot condition.
Acclimated to a certain type of environment. Like,
right.
For instance, you take goldfish home from the store.
Yeah.
You acclimate them to the water.
Yeah.
Then you let them go.
Right.
I feel like if you just threw them in there,
they die. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, who's to say? But that's my general knowledge of that. Like, if they did get out, they probably won't live long.
So we're all right.
Shit.
So I can get in.
I'm cool because I don't go to the ocean. So
the knee high water is still Gucci for me or no?
Listen, I ain't got no answers.
I need to know, bro. If I go to the beach, I'm gonna be sitting there looking at the water like, yeah, not today, probably not tomorrow or next week.
I've seen some shit wash up from the beaches, and I'm like, see, that's why I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, damn. So the mutated sharks and other gelatinous
creatures. All types of shit that was living there. So it's a whole
were washed into the Pacific Ocean when this volcano erupted, and they were living inside the volcano. And when we say mutated, they mutated in order to adapt to that temperature, climate, whatever the fuck. And now they're out. The NASA satellite actually watched them swim the fuck out.
That was my thing too. Is like, how did y'all get video?
That was, but
like, it was too soon.
Nah. Don't never get it twisted. I say this shit all the time. NASA and all these motherfucking, way the fuck up there organizations, they got some shit. And I do truly believe the only reason that we got facial recognition through Apple to put it in your phone and shit is because they were using it for a long time. And once they moved on to some better technology, they were like, oh, sell this shit, sell the patent, to the public.
That's been known though.
Like, absolutely.
Like fingerprint stuff.
Right.
It's not new.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
I'm
feeling
40
like
years old by now.
NASA probably has some whole new shit where they can see a fucking grain of rice from Mars on our planet perfectly. But again, they ain't telling us about it until they come on with the new shit.
Capture no pictures on the UFOs because they'll be blurry as fuck.
Why is that? We already talked about this.
You did.
Oh,
I do remember actually. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Why I can't see a clear picture of a fucking UFO? Like you can get all this shit.
If I open my Samsung camera right now, I'm
I can capture a bee's motherfucking wings flapping at whatever speed it is, but for whatever reason, when we see a UFO, it just looks like a little dot.
This shit's recorded on a razor.
Yeah. Like the motherfucker who did see it still has a.
He still got a sidekick.
Yeah. With a one megapixel phone camera.
Two megapixels.
We'll give him two.
Something like that.
I don't understand that shit. But again, kind of freaked me out. Don't like sharks. Don't like the ocean. I love the ocean, but I like it from knee deep.
Interested in the ocean. Like, so the 70% of the world is pretty much ocean.
Ain't that a bitch? So there's probably a whole lot of shit we don't know.
less of the ocean than we do of space.
Yep.
Yeah, like I'll be on YouTube like Mariana Trench. Like, what's in there?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah.
We've been down there since like 1970 something. Like, and we ain't been back since. Like, why?
Right. Right.
I need to know what's in the ocean.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Give me some answers.
But
yeah,
you know,
I don't know.
It's always some sketch stuff going on. So
they got me with the fucking title of
Sharknado.
Sharkano.
Or yeah, oh shit.
Yeah, see,
I'm over here naming movies off.
Sharkano.
Same shit. Like, that's stupid.
They got me. I ain't gonna play with you, G. Like, when I seen it, I was like, a what? A Sharkano? What you mean? And then I read it, and the motherfuckers say, well, there's some mutated sharks that went out into the Pacific Ocean. I went, what?
From where? Where did y'all come from?
Yeah. Now I need a location. Drop a pin, motherfucker, because I want to stay away from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
like,
anytime you say mutated, I'm sitting there going, so like the Ninja Turtles, like, do they got legs now?
Yeah, like, stay away from Hawaii for
a
little bit.
Yeah. Can they jump out the water now? What's going on? Where's the mutation at? Like, can we catch one of these motherfuckers and check it out? I need that.
I think the closest thing to like mutation that we would think is like some radiation.
Yeah, and
like
that
nuclear reactor melted. And now we got like mutated fish with like 5 eyeballs and shit like that. Like, that's like the closest thing that I can like.
I don't want no sharks with legs who are just like they beach themselves and then start moving a little bit and start. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. Sharks need to stay the fuck in the water, because where we can safely stay away from a shark is out of the water.
So yeah, now, once the mutant shark thing is like, what is mutated though?
Yeah. I'm definitely, women are afraid of spiders.
Yes.
I'm afraid of sharks. So how did they mutate? I need all the information. I need to be up on the news.
Yeah.
And they don't give you any examples. They haven't caught one yet. They just go, hey, some mutated sharks got into Pacific. So now I'm going, well, what the fuck do I do with this information besides just sit here scared, man?
Yeah. Like, I already don't like sharks. Now you got mutated sharks.
Yeah. It's worse now.
Like, I hope they do die. Hey, don't make it.
The shit you hate just got worse. That should be the headline. The shit you fear the most just got a little worse.
I'll jump in a lake and be like, hey, there's a bull shark in here. I'm out.
Right. Yeah. All of a sudden he can.
I swear to God. I do. Like, yeah, I go to the river every once in a while. We sit in the river float tube and stuff. Like,
right.
There's a shark behind me, and it's not.
No.
I'm like, there could be.
That's why I love swimming pools.
Taking my chances.
That's why I love swimming pools. Even though I have seen a couple.
There's a great white in the swimming pool, and you go underwater and close your eyes, there's a great white right next to you.
Right.
That's how irrational my fear of sharks is.
There you go.
But I'll catch them.
Here's the thing. I seen a video in Florida where a motherfucking alligator jumped into the pool while it was out there swimming. Like, this is in Florida, of course. They have a swimming pool that's like right by some wetlands.
Just on some whole nother level shit, but go ahead.
I don't hate y'all Florida, but I kind of hate y'all Florida. There's a lot of different moving pieces to my hatred.
There's like iguanas falling out of trees and shit.
Yeah. Like ill shit.
You go hunt them.
Right.
Yeah.
Ill. Yeah. Florida's got some manny shit for you, and I don't really want nothing to do with it. Plus, I went on a cruise and left Florida, and as soon as I got the fuck off the plane and left, the airport doors went like this, and I walked outside and went, what the fuck is going on right now? Went to Burger King, me, my wife, my son. We go to Burger King by the hotel, leave the hotel, bro. It's raining and I'm sweating at the same time. So not only is the rain dripping down my fucking face, but the sweat is dripping down my face. I'm confused as fuck.
You've been to the Glades, brother. You forgot about that.
I did not forget. I watch those videos like once a month. I still have them.
I don't know, but it's classic.
The Glades. Shout out to Lance and the Glades.
Bro, Lance and the Glades.
This is some inside joke shit.
He gamed us up.
Huh?
He gamed us up about the Everglades.
He absolutely did. And if everybody's confused about what me and John are talking about, me and John have been friends for over fucking 10 years. And we have been audio engineering and doing music shit and video shit. I used to shoot music videos. John used to come with me and fucking, help me shoot and all kinds of shit. So we done shot some ill shit. A gentleman by the name of Lance, who's still around, and I would like to say that Lance is sober.
You told me that.
Me and my wife seen him, and I fucking shook his hand. I said, hey man, you looking healthy, you looking good.
That's good.
But back in the day, when we was all a little younger and a little acting a fool, Lance used to get fucked up. We buy him a beer and put him on camera, and he would act a fool. And he did game us up on how the Everglades work.
But I don't think we never publicized him as.
No,
like we would just record it just for our own
It's not like we
value.
recorded him like getting drunk or anything.
And we wouldn't put him out to like put him on blast.
Nah.
Yeah.
Even though somebody did catch
He
that
knew.
one video.
It was a fun thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, he was having a great time. But
It was like drunk history.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna get drunk and act a damn fool, then we might as well get it on camera.
You might as well.
But he's sober now, doing well. That was pretty dope to see.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good. It's always good to
absolutely.
see people who were down and under do better. Yeah.
Yep, for sure. Shout out to Lance, man. I still have those videos, bro.
That's good.
I've seen those shits. Justin Timberlake. You know who that is?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Bye. The
Bye.
yeah, nigga. He just sold his whole catalog for $100 million.
100 million?
Yeah, $100 million.
Well, first of all, you already made. Get your bag.
Come on.
You've made money off the sales prior to selling your shit now.
Period.
I'm gone. I see that many zeros, and I've already made zeros from it. Mm-hmm. You can have it.
Yeah. I'm okay. So let's get this straight. Justin Timberlake is a member of the boy band NSYNC, which boy bands. He was in the boy band era when it was at its peak. So
Right.
he done made some fucking money. Now I don't know if everybody in a boy band is getting the correct splits or whatever, but he made some fucking money. He then moved off of the boy band, soloed to R&B, and then made an album that was half produced by Timberland and half produced by the Neptunes. That in itself was already like a move, right? Because
Right.
Timberland and the Neptunes were probably the biggest producers of that era at that time. So then I know that album made some fucking money. Later on, I don't know that I really gave a shit about Justin Timberlake. Technically, he's a good singer. I remember he had some dope hits, but I wasn't like a fan. However, I have seen his releases and shit, and they always seem to be a big fucking deal. So,
Always, yeah.
as you just stated, you've made some money already off of the sales from the shit you did. Now you're just selling the catalogs and going, hey, fuck all the residuals and shit. Just give me $100 million. Y'all can have this shit. You might probably made $100 million already.
If you're cool with that number,
I'm always cool with $100 million, especially if I already have a name.
yeah, I will take my endeavors elsewhere and make more money.
Oh, he's made some movies too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he was Alpha Dogs.
Alpha Dog.
Few movies.
There's been a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not like a movie star, but he's been in some movies.
No, yeah.
Yeah. So again, like, you made money off music. You made money off movies. You are a celebrity, a well-known celebrity. You might as well go on ahead and sell that catalog.
Sell it.
Yeah, I'm
Get your money.
I'm with the movement. Oh, although there could be some shit that could happen to where later on your song somehow catches this TikTok wave, and all of a sudden your song blows up, and you're getting some album sales that you never realized were there, and you go, but I already sold for $100 million. But I don't know if it's going to equal that, so you might as well just
I think,
be happy
like I
with
said,
that bag.
even if it surpasses that 100 million, I'm
Yeah.
like, you were cool with that number.
Yeah.
I would be. Just collect your bag, man.
Get your money, dude.
Get your money.
You just won the lottery.
I think the new generation of people have already pushed you out, anyways.
Yeah. I ask a lot
So
of
it's
these
like you're
youngsters who
ending your
Justin
career.
Timberlake is, and
Yeah.
you're like, didn't that? Isn't he married to Jessica Biel? You know, like that's probably the best you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, if you're coming to the end of your career, just retire.
Yeah. Let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah. Do you see this shit with Draymond Green? Because we usually end the podcast with basketball. I know you're not. Okay.
I'm not a basketball fan, man.
I know, because me and DeAndre would usually finish this off talking about where the playoffs are.
You know what? I used to be a sports fan, but it got political.
It did.
And once it did that, I was like, man, I'm just done with it.
My boy Chris, he had asked me, hey man, what you think about that Golden State and Denver series because if I'm going to put you up, we started at 8 teams in the West, 8 teams in the East. Now at this point we're at 2 teams in each who are getting ready to face the winners of their brackets. Right. So we've dwindled this down to just this. So Chris was like, "Yo, did you realize that like that game seemed thrown? The Warriors went 3-0 with the Dallas Mavericks. The first 3 games, it was just like bam, 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 whooping their ass. Well, the 4th game, somehow the Warriors are like losing by 30. I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is going on? And they almost came back to win. Chris tells me, advertisers pay for 7 fucking games when they don't pay for like, hey, can I just pay for 1 game and we'll see how it goes? They pay for a 7-game run.
It's a series, yeah.
So they pay for the whole series, run my ad. So if they go to 7 games, better for my pocket because I just got 7 advertisements out of it if they run it once per game. So if you only going to whoop their ass to the 4-game, 4-0, it's not worth their money.
No.
And he was like, you ever notice like that happened in this other series? And then I was like,
it's always, yeah.
He was like, you don't think they just threw them? Talking about partner Cedric, he's like, the Warriors are not going to win the 4-0 tonight. At this point, there was a 4th game. They were already 3-0. He's like, they're not going to win. I was like, what you mean? They've been whooping their ass.
Lose.
They have to lose. There's too much money on the table.
Yes.
Motherfuckers have already been hitting Vegas up going, yo, I definitely want this game, putting money on this. It's obvious that these motherfuckers are going to win. So the obvious resolution is y'all better not lose.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's like I said. That's where it becomes political for me, and I'm like,
I don't like talking about that because I kind of like. It's kind of like with wrestling. My grandfather back in the days would tell him, "This is fake. We watch it. And this shit ain't fake. The fuck you talking about? You know what I mean?"
You can't tell a kid that wrestling's fake.
He was. I'm talking about a grown man.
I'm saying like now you still like now it's even worse.
Right.
Back in the day, they might have got hurt. Like the wrestlers that we watched, they did some many shit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, they did.
Like jumping off cages and shit and falling on tables.
Bro, rest his soul, Owen Hart fucking dropped from the fucking top of the motherfucking rafters of the arena.
I remember that, yeah. I was little.
Lord have mercy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's real enough. They doing some wild shit.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, they rehearsed it, and they've pulled the curtain back already. I think somebody had some problem, and they were like, yo, these motherfuckers are now not working because they refused to rehearse and this and that and that and that, and they were told that they were. So it was already, they've been pulled the curtain back. But are they real athletes? Fuck yeah, they are. Because you can't just ask me to jump off of a turnbuckle and do a double flip onto this motherfucker's chest.
Nah.
And I'm just going to be able to pull it off. I'm
going to land on my neck.
Exactly. I'm going to hurt myself. So yeah, these are some real fucking athletes. But the point I was making in this whole thing was I don't like to think of basketball as being rigged, but it does definitely draw some lines where you look at it and go, shit, this might be true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but point I'm making, Miami and Boston are the Eastern Conference, right?
Right.
Eastern Finals. They're playing a game. Shaq sits Draymond down because, again, I told you the Game 5, the Warriors beat the Dallas Mavericks in Game 5.
Right.
Went 4-1.
4-1, yeah. I seen that.
Okay, so Shaq is sitting with Draymond on their little panel, and he goes, man, so who you think you're going to play? And Draymond's trying to be political about it, but Draymond could give a fuck less. Who you think you're going to play? Who's going to win the Boston and Miami series? He's like, man, I mean, and he's like, bro, we've been partners a long time. Just give it to me straight, bro. So he's like, who I would like to play? I would like to tell you who I'd like to play, but I'm going to play Boston, which pissed off the Miami cats on that team. They were just kind of like, oh, word, that's how you feel, motherfucker? We just finna lose, huh? And they ended up winning their next game, taking this whole thing to Game 7. When the clear winner to everybody was, Boston.
Right.
But it's somehow fueled Miami to go, oh, word, that's how you feel? Check this out. We gonna, you know what I mean? People are giving Draymond a hard time. Like one of the cats on the team who does not play still had some shit to say. He was like, man, you broke the code, bro. You shouldn't be saying no shit like that. And I'm like, bro, sit the fuck down, bro. Like, really, He was asked a question on live TV. He's going to answer the question, and he's going to say what everybody else is saying. Like, you don't look like you're the favorites. And again, somebody said, well, Draymond might be a genius, because for him to say, oh, we going to play Boston, might have heated Miami's ass up to go, no, we finna win the series. And that's going to be a way easier win for Golden State to take over Miami than Boston.
Right.
So he could have been playing, devil's advocate just to get them to light a fire under their asses and do some shit.
Sometimes that's needed, though.
Yeah. I just don't think that it's really like everybody's giving them some unnecessary heat of like, bro, you did too much. You shouldn't have said that. Like, shut the fuck up.
But if I didn't, then what would the outcome be?
Right. Yeah. I'm only putting in my 2 cents to try to see if I can make something happen.
It's my opinion. If you don't, like I said, people get offended by people's opinions, and they need to stop.
Let's bring it back to that. It's because my opinion doesn't match what you would like me to say, it's bad. Or I'm hating. Or I broke the code.
Yeah.
Stop that shit.
Yeah.
Cut the shit, man. If I say I don't like lemon meringue pie, I'm not hating on lemon meringue pie. I just don't enjoy it. My palate does not like it.
Thing. It was like a meme. It was like, oh, I don't like apples. Oh, so what you're saying is you hate oranges.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's not what I said.
That's not what I said.
I'm just saying I don't like apples.
And if you took what I said, oranges.
Yeah,
literal, you would know that I said just this. I didn't say nothing else.
I don't like fruit salad.
Right.
You don't like fruit?
Right.
I do like fruit, but I don't like all the flavors mixed in with each other.
Right. Why you hating on fruit, G?
Like, I want strawberries with strawberries.
Bro, why you hating on cherries, cuz?
Listen.
Why you hating?
I'm not going to do this with you.
All right. Well.
Hey, look, cherries are something else.
I like cherries. I just don't like shit with pits in it.
Yeah. Like, you know what? I ate an orange the other day and had a seed, and I was so inconvenienced.
Yeah. Like, why
is there a seed in my orange?
Right. And like my grandma just eat the seeds out of everything. She'd eat an orange and get a seed and just eat it.
But it's a good sign is when you have seeds. It's like real, it's like not.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I don't trust watermelons without the black seeds. Seedless watermelon, I'm like, bro, what kind of
altered,
fucking
like the DNA
Satan fruit is this?
Yeah, it was altered.
This is bullshit.
So yeah,
fuck your watermelons. I need a seed in my shit.
Oh, okay. You're able to reproduce with your seeds.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't know what this.
Yeah. When we get seedless strawberries, then I'll be afraid.
Yeah. Like this.
I don't want to see a smooth strawberry. I'd be frightened. Like,
I don't trust anything.
The little tiny seeds.
The tiny ones are cool. You know what fruit is like hella good, but fuck that fruit. I'm losing the name because I say fuck that fruit all the time. It's the motherfucker you bust it open and it's got little ass pods that are hella juicy. Pomegranates. Fuck a pomegranate, bro. It tastes great.
You don't know how to collect the seeds. You got to score the edges.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's ridges on the pomegranate. It's not just smooth. It's got like little knuckles. And you got to slice them down there, cut off an end, and then peel them open. If you do it in a bowl of water, you can knock the skin.
Okay.
And the seeds fall out.
Oh, that'd be kind of dope. I ain't never tried that.
And then you just pour the seeds and you just pop them in your mouth.
Or you can go to Target and buy a bottle of pomegranate juice.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Pom.
Nah, it's not the same. I got some, but it's not the same.
You don't like pom?
No, there's something, it hits different when you just got a handful of pomegranate seeds and just kind of chew them.
Yeah, fuck pomegranates, bro.
Just don't wear a white shirt.
Work. It's too much work.
You'll stain everything.
Absolutely, yeah. Your teeth, too. You just look like you're a vampire just bit into somebody's neck.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck pomegranates. That's my opinion. I'm hating on pomegranates today. Fuck you, pomegranate.
So you hate fruit?
Yeah, I do hate fruit. Yeah. Fucking fruit hater.
Fruit. Yeah, people need to stop tripping off other people's opinions.
No,
let them.
It's a constant.
Present their point and then either agree with it or disagree with it and move on.
You notice that on Twitter, like I see somebody go, hot take, Kendrick's album is better than Kanye's album, or whoa. I'm kind of going, okay, well, that's a nice opinion. But then if you read the comments, motherfuckers are like, you tripping, and they seem hot, and it's kind of like, that's how he feels, bro. Why he can't feel like that?
Right.
Like, the fuck wrong with you?
Like, let's have a conversation without you being mad at me.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Let's just sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, or do you want to just argue?
I could even point out facts of Kendrick Lamar when he was fire.
Yeah, period. Right. Yeah, I'll give you some
Like, I
examples.
didn't disagree with you.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not telling you he's trash. I'm just telling you this album was not for me.
Mm-hmm. That seems to be the biggest trending topic right now. Everybody's like, "Yo, this album wasn't it," and I guess I had to tell somebody. They were like,
Do you think that's why it was free?
"What, the album?
Yeah, like streamed and not
Was it free?"
like
What do you mean?
Spotify got it.
Oh,
Like,
I mean,
you could stream it. Like, you didn't have to go buy a CD.
that's been for everything.
I know, but I'm saying, like, yeah.
Nah, here's the thing. Here's my point in this whole Kendrick Lamar thing. Kendrick Lamar makes hip hop music, not rap music.
Right.
And there was a topic on Twitter where for the first time in a long time I actually put my 2 cents in and was like, if you don't, because they were like, oh, he flopped and this and that and that. I'm like, yeah, but rap fans can't really get on this album and go, oh, this sucks, because it's not meant for a rap fan. It's made for somebody who likes hip hop.
Right.
This has substance. These are songs that are making people think and are having like
It's storytelling.
Storytelling, subject matter. It's not really some shit that you just throw in the car and turn up loud.
Right.
It's not Future. It's not fucking, you know what I'm saying? This is a completely different thing. Like, you need to put the headphones in and really vibe and just listen to it. It's not like a turn it up in traffic type of fucking
You're
album.
painting a picture in someone's mind.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, we're more, you just said it, self-gratification, instant gratification. Future is going to sell more records right now because you can turn that shit on. You don't even have to hear what he's saying, bro. It's got your speakers in your car going ape shit.
Thumping, yeah.
And that's what you wanted. I don't need to hear your message, motherfucker. I don't need you to give me any
And the
intelligent
next person
aspects.
over who's feeling the same way is gonna be like, hey, you got that slap.
Yeah. Right. So I don't want your lessons. I don't want no life advice. I don't want to be furthered in my, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no extra intelligence or education. I just want to hear something going whoom, whoom, whoom. So yes, Future is going to outsell Kendrick Lamar because he can do that. And I don't even know what the fuck Future talking about. Yeah, his shit bump. But if I want to hear something that I want to listen to and be entertained by, I'm going to listen to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that right now. So it's...
And if the first song ain't the one, then the whole album's trash.
Bye.
I can't even listen to the rest of it.
Because now we're in the streaming era. I notice I do that too. I'm a music fan, but if I can't hear something that I enjoy in the first 2 songs or so, I'm kind of done because there's so many choices out there.
I can't keep scrolling through and wasting time.
It's a thing. Remember back in the day, I used to go to a music store, look at something, and I only got like $12-15. So I have to make a decision. I'm picking up 3 different albums going, I like your album cover. I like who you got featured on your shit.
Oh, this comes with a poster inside of it.
Right. And I'm going to buy this and I'm going to put it in my little CD player and listen to it. And now I'm going to listen to every fucking song because I just spent my wad on this whole thing.
Now it's like, I can skip.
Oh, bro, I wake up on Friday morning and go, that looks cool. I've heard of him. I'm going to download that. That's a dope album cover. I'm going to download that. Oh, I was waiting for this motherfucker. So by the time it's all said and done, I got like 6 albums. And if your shit ain't hidden, I'm past it. I downloaded it. First 2 songs don't entertain me. I'm like, all right, well, delete from library.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. I'm not getting 1 album and have to, like wait till the next time. I got 6 to get through. Ain't got that kind of time.
And back, I don't know, music was way different back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, if you bought a CD and you didn't even get to listen to it, and somebody did it, so your partners listened to it all the way through and you didn't get there yet?
Yeah.
Did you hear that song?
No.
No. Slaps. Like, well, I can't even listen to it right now. I gotta go home. CD's at the house.
Right. I don't have music on the go.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Oh, this motherfuckers are back in school. Like we used to do some really ill shit. Like, well, if you think about it now, we got phones that you just need detachable fucking headphones. Like, it's so minimal now to listen to music. Yeah. Back in the day, we used to have to fucking hide a headphone in our sleeve and be in class doing this to hear some music.
And it better not be loud.
Right, because then somebody will know it. Or if you're in the
you
hallway.
You couldn't even do that. Earbuds, when earbuds came out, it was a game changer. Because before that, you had to have the Sony fucking headband.
Or you had the ones, like we did have the little earbuds, kind of like these we got here. Yeah. But your motherfucking the shit you played it off of was not always so easy to conceal.
No,
Because we had CD Walkmans.
Yeah, I remember the Sony Walkman.
And you had to have the skip resistant shit.
I had a red one.
The Sony had it locked.
Yes.
The Sony ones had a
resistant shit was like game changing.
And it even had like a little plastic UOP that would click and lock up. And you could shake your shit with a CD in it and it would still go.
Still spin. Yeah.
You'd be like, wow.
I remember that, yeah. Because back in the day, you used to sit in the car. Boom. You're like, oh, my shit's skipped.
Exactly. Damn. Yeah. Fucked up.
Like if you was a passenger or whatever, listening to some shit.
I remember this girl, Janine, in my class, in my old school. She had a whole ass like little rig with her big headphones and a CD. He had to have like 6 different CDs in it and shit. She had a whole entertainment system with her, bro. But that's what we had to do. And then somebody got the bright idea to have a CD Walkman and the little computer speakers with a long cord.
Yeah.
Wear a hoodie, put your fucking speakers in your hood, and walk down the hallway in the high school, and you be knocking your shit, and the teachers come out in the hallway and be looking at people like, "Who the fuck is that?" I hear the music, but nobody could see it. And that's how you used to.
I caught the end of that growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was some game changing shit.
I was born 90.
Until somebody came to school with like a whole ass, damn near like a 6x9 in a backpack, and they're walking around. I was like, bro, you're doing the most, my dude.
A whole 6x9.
Yeah, it was just a huge fucking speaker. I'm not sure how he's powering it, but he did, and he was walking around in the school with a big ass speaker in his backpack,
car battery in the back.
Like, yeah, and I'm sitting there going, bro, why is that necessary? But you know,
I'm glad we're over to grill speakers though.
I'm glad too, and whistle tips.
Yeah,
stop it.
Like that goes like the dude with the 6x9 in the backpack was the guy with the grill speaker.
He for sure was.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah, like you want everyone to hear your music.
Yeah, and
even if it's bad.
I've seen me and my cousin are sitting outside of Perico's one time, eating a taco, and some cat comes down in a Ford Expedition with no speakers inside, just the grill. So it sounds like there's a motherfucking band or a parade coming down the street, and I'm sitting there going, "Yo, what is that?" And there's no bass to go along with it.
Nothing.
No, nothing. I'm just hearing it. Yeah. As soon as he passed by, I couldn't hear him no more, and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
Like, bro, stop it.
Yeah.
Whistle tips too.
I feel like when you don't look at those people, they get upset.
Yes, absolutely.
It's actually comical. Next time you see somebody thumping their music hella loud, looking for attention, ignore them.
Right.
And like
watch,
kind of glance over after you walk past them, and they'd be like,
"Yeah, why aren't you looking?
Why aren't you looking?" Yeah,
I need some attention,
comical.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
I'm a firm believer in I don't want my shit to be loud. I just want it to sound good. So when I roll up my windows, the music is immersing my ears to where it sounds just awesome. I don't need everybody else to hear that shit.
There's people that just like get in their car, they hit the EQ, and they're like, I'm lifting this bar all the way up.
Yeah,
and it's
I just want everybody to hear me.
32 hertz. Like you don't need to blow your speakers trying to impress everybody.
Yeah,
like,
the police are looking at you too.
I have IEMs that I record with, which are in-ear monitors.
Yeah, sounds great. That's what you want. You want the good sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't need bass.
No.
I just want good sounding quality music.
Let me get the good.
Even recording, like when I listen to y'all over there, it's in-ear monitors, game changer. If you don't have in-ear monitors, go get some.
True.
It's going to be hardwired though.
Right.
You can make them wireless, but hardwired, you can't beat hardwired. Wireless microphones,
everything.
Okay.
They're
okay. Like coming from an audiophile, like take my word.
Everything is hardwired better. I mean, playing a video game, if you have a fucking Ethernet cord going into your shit,
direct
you're
connection.
Always going to get a better fucking experience off of that.
The direct connection, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Last but not least, I want to say something honorable mention hip hop wise. We didn't do a lot of hip hop because I know we're not a hip hop podcast. However, I do want to say that today, in 2020, Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist came out with an album called Alfredo, which I think might be my favorite Freddie Gibbs album. Freddie Gibbs is one of my favorite rappers. That's probably a controversial take because he's been doing some weird shit lately that people don't always like, but the motherfucker can flow. And Alfredo came out and it changed some shit for me to where I was like, oh, yeah, he's up here in my top 5 now. So that came out March 29th, 2020, which would be 2 years ago today. And I just kind of wanted to say that. Seen it today and was like, oh shit, it's been 2 years already? And I still slapped that album. So I want to throw that out there.
Okay.
And with that, I guess we're done. I mean, you know,
I got nothing else.
I got nothing. We got through a whole list of topics, and I mean, shit, I've been writing shit down all week, seeing shit, and was like, oh, I got to talk about this. So at this point, we're done. It's been a pleasure. Hey, bro, thanks for filling in, man.
Yeah, no worries. I'm usually on the other side of the wall. What?
Absolutely. John wears many fucking hats on this podcast. Today, he's a host and instead of a producer, and that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, it was good.
I guess
we
until
touched a lot of topics.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We ran them down.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. For everybody who don't know, and for you, I guess for your information, we will be next weekend. We're here. After that, we're going to be missing a week. I'll be in Mexico.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'll be missing 2 weeks.
That's cool.
Yeah. So maybe we can get some. I got some shit in the works.
Enjoy your vacation, man.
Thank you, man. I got some shit in the works at the crib. We've been editing and trying to get some more content to kind of put that in place of when we're going to be missing. So
that's fine.
Yeah. We'll try to get some shit out there for whatever, you know,
for the folks, for the viewership.
Yeah, but there's gonna be 2 weeks from the 11th or some shit. You know me, I'm just along for the ride. The wife got all the info, but it is 2 weekends. I can't
plan vacations.
Yeah, no.
It's so stressful.
Hey, just tell me when I need to pack my bag.
Telling somebody like, yo, trying to find a hotel for the days, a car. Like if you're gonna do the whole thing, like a car, where you're gonna go. Like
right.
I need just. Tell me how much it costs and I'll pay for it.
That's it.
You do the homework. You do the research. Tell me how much it costs.
Just tell me when are we leaving? A week? Next weekend? Oh, okay. I should probably start packing my drawers.
Pack my stuff.
Yeah.
I'll pay a little money that it costs, and
that's it.
And be gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the schedule. But next weekend we will be here, so we'll at least have one more week before we 2 week pause. But that's just disclaimer. In the meantime, we will fuck with y'all next week.
You got to do DeAndre's outro.
I do have to do DeAndre's outro, which I don't technically agree with his outro, but he does it very well. I just don't think that I can do it as well as him. So I'm kind of like trying to put it off and kind of go, maybe we do it. But he's done it every fucking episode. So if I don't do it this episode.
So the first episode is how it started.
Yes.
It was like, I don't have nothing to say. I'm just going to say whatever.
Thank you for fucking with us.
And it just became a thing.
Yeah, but he got a little hand thing. He got some like little cool shit he do. And I'm not cool like that. So I feel like if I do it, then it's going to look corny. And then he'll probably see this episode and be like, bro, you suck.
And y'all didn't do it.
And yeah, so I have to do it, but it's not going to be good enough.
Hey, I'm not going to judge you.
Till next week, thank you for fucking with us.
Solid.
I feel like I lived up.
Solid.
Bro, if you see this and you didn't like my outro the way I did your outro, should have been here, goddammit.
Should have been here.
Should have been here. Make sure that you are here, present, so that you can do the outro correctly. Because I know I probably didn't do it a lot of justice. But it's been said, it's been done. Thank you for fucking with us. Generational Gap Podcast.
Yep. Thanks for having me on the side now.
Off the top ropes, G. Oh, did you just?
Yeah, I did.
I guess that a handshake don't really work here.
Well, left-handed handshakes aren't a thing.
No, they're not.
So
that?
I do that. There you go.
Period.
Boom.
All right, man. Till next week.
Let's get up out of here.
Later.
Later.